What's up, everyone? Welcome to this comparison between Bluesky and X, formerly known as Twitter. In this video, we'll be talking about 5 main differences between these two social media platforms. This may not be an exhaustive list, however, these are our 5 top picks which will give you a rounded understanding about the main differences between Bluesky and Twitter. The first thing we'd like to talk about is bookmarks. Now, I've split my screen in two in order for you to have a side-by-side view between these two platforms. For example, on Twitter, we can see a nice poster about an upcoming movie or series, and at the bottom here, you can see the bookmark button. Once I click on it, it will be added to my bookmarks. However, on the right side, here in Bluesky, there isn't any bookmarks option, which will be leaving you wanting, especially if you love having bookmarks to visit them later. This might be a feature that might come in the future, but at the time of recording this video, we don't have any bookmarks option on Bluesky. This may be a pro or a con depending on what your preference is. Now on Twitter, I could go over to my profile, and on my profile here I have my name. I could go over to edit profile, and right here I could simply change my handle. However, on Bluesky, we can do more than just change our handle. We can go over to settings, go over to account, and here you can see handle. Alright, so when we click on handle, you have the option to change your handle into a new handle. But the difference is, with Bluesky, you can actually use your domain in case you have one. So if you click on I have my domain, you can see that you can add your domain and this will be your new handle. This makes a personalized and more professional handle on Bluesky when compared to Twitter. It might require some technical know-how, such as having your running domain and adding a DNS record to your domain in order to verify it and add it to your Bluesky. Now this brings us to the third main difference. Bluesky has an open source code. If I open the second tab which I have in my browser for the open source code, you can see the Bluesky social source code. This can be found on GitHub and you can simply search for it on Google. And this will lead you to the Bluesky social source code. And the good thing about the source code is this allows developers and other enthusiasts to look at the source code and make improvements, feature requests, mention about bugs, and this contributes to transparency on the app regarding features and releases. Now, the fourth difference is in the content moderation. It's true that on Twitter, you can go over to your settings, go over to privacy and safety, and right here, you can see the options such as content you see, mute, and block. And when you click on content you see, you can simply check the box, display media that may contain sensitive content, and this is ticked on. If you don't want to see that, you can simply tick it off, and then you have things like topics, interests, explore settings, and search settings. However, on Bluesky, you can go over to settings, content and media, and moderation. When you click on moderation, you have similar settings such as what you have on Twitter, enable adult content, or what may be termed as sensitive content. However, we have more features such as the feeds. When we click on feeds, we have some feeds that we can set in order to see just what we want to see at any given point in time. For example, if we go over to the home page, you can see at the top here the different feeds that we can stick to. We have those we're following, we have other saved feeds such as cryptography, and things like that, and then you have discover and science. When we go over to the science tab or the science feed, all the content here will be strictly on science. This is different from Twitter, as Twitter has advertisements and the content will be based on whom you're following and what whom you're following is interested in. The algorithm on Twitter allows for advertisements and other unknown feeds to pop up while you're browsing. While it's true that it also has feeds similar to what you have at the top, Bluesky's content moderation feature can be considered as more advanced and more customizable. And lastly, Twitter has a premium features while Bluesky does not. Content creators on Twitter currently enjoy subscriptions from their audience and monetization options. While on Bluesky, currently there isn't any premium feature or subscription, and as thus, you might get to choose which is better for you as a content creator or an audience. So these 5 differences help you to understand what makes Bluesky and Twitter stand out as a part, from bookmarks, custom handles, open source code, content moderation, and premium and subscription features. Well then, what might be your decision and which is better for you? Let us know in the comments below, and thanks for watching.